Crystal, Crystal Sews and Stuff here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today, and welcome back all of my subscribers and new viewers today. Today I wanted to share with you two super simple makes that I made recently. And the first one that I made is what I'm wearing, and this is from the October issue of Burda Style magazine. And I believe this issue is the one that's on the stands. Now they're selling it at Joann's as well as Barnes & Noble. I've also seen copies of Burda at Barnes & Noble as well as at Joann's. And there are a couple issues behind, so I believe this is the one that's on the shelves right now. So anyway, the pattern that I picked was number 105. And here is a picture of the pattern drawing, and then here is the line drawing right here, and that's version A. And then version B is this one in a solid. So this is a super easy pattern, and it's rated as super easy by Burda, and I totally agree. There are only two pattern pieces. You have your main pattern piece, which is cut on the fold, and then you sew what you sew on the fold, and you just sew it from this side all the way up to this slit line that you mark right here. And so that gives you the cape. So you just sew up here from this line to here, and then you leave open the slit line right there, and then you add the collar. And so the collar piece is super easy as well. And you cut that out on the fold line. Then you fold it in half at on the center line that's marked on the pattern. And then you attach it like this from the inside, and no, you put it on top and then you sew it around. And this is a totally easy pattern, and then you hem it up 1 1/4 inch all the way around. So super easy pattern, and I highly recommend it to everyone. And I'll leave a link below, because you can buy just the individual pattern on the Burda Style website. So if you want to just buy one pattern, that's another option, and it's a downloadable PDF. So anyway, the only pattern changes that I made was because of the fabric. This fabric is from Chic Fabrics in New York City, and I'll leave a link to their phone number in New York. So see if they had any more, but I think this was one of the remnants, but they might have other rolls, and you can call them and see if they have this fabric. And anyway, the change that I made is because these are panels. So this was one complete panel with the blue and then the maroon flower print, and then with the chains in the middle, and then it had the border all the way around. But the way it was set up, and I'll leave a picture right here. The way it was set up is that each panel kind of ran the same direction, but I wanted to make sure the flowers went up this way as well as on the back. So what I did was I cut out on the blue line, the blue solid line right here, and so I sewed those together so that they could be one piece. And then I just treated this section as the fold line. So that's what I did, and I made mine a little bit longer than what the pattern calls for, because I wanted to have the edge that's on the pattern, on the fabric, to show through as well. So those are the changes that I made, and I also I mitered the corners so I could have a sharp corner right here. But that's totally unnecessary. You could just fold them up and it'll still come out really nicely. So those are the changes that I made, and I really love how it turned out. So the next thing that I made is this. Bam! I made a matching top to go with the cape. So I had just enough left over just to do the front of the cake, to make a top from it. So the top pattern, ooh, the light is coming in. So the top pattern that I use is the Blanc tee by Blanc Slate Patterns, and this is a two-piece pattern too. So all it is a front and a back pattern, and it's finished with bias binding. And there is a YouTube video on how to make this very simple pattern. I'll leave a link to that below and in the card right here. So super easy pattern, but I only had enough fabric. It only came up to right here. So I don't like, you know, when you go like this that your stomach's hanging out. So I added a band to the bottom. And then on the back, I used some blue jersey in my stash for the back. So super easy pattern. All you do is first you sew the shoulder seams with some knit interfacing or twill tape to stabilize the seams, and then you sew up the sides, and then you bias bind the neckline. And I added a hem band. In order to do that, I took my quilting ruler, which is like 24 by 6 inches, and I just cut that out twice, sewed the sides down until I got to the width of the top, and folded it in half, and serged it all the way around the bottom. So super easy makes. I highly recommend these, and I will leave a link again to the patterns. And this pattern is free if you sign up for the Blanc Slate Patterns newsletter, or if you buy a women's pattern, if they send you this pattern with it, which is how I got it, because I bought the Oceanside trousers, pants, and then they sent me this for free when I bought that. So I'll leave you a link to the Blanc Slate Patterns website so you can check out this pattern. It's super easy if you've never sewn with knits. Both of these are super easy if you've never sewn with knits, and you get a big impact for very little work. And I know with the holidays going on, you're not going to probably have as much time to sew as you normally would. So if you just get sometimes you get a hankering just to get a project done. So that's what I got. I got like a hankering to get something done. And I was just going to do the cape, and I said, you know what, I have enough left over to make a top. And I said, oh yeah, I can make the Blanc tee. So anyway, that's what happened. So I'm still working on my coat. I got everything. I have the pattern pieces all cut out. I figured out the plaid matching. So, and I'm going to go ahead and interline it. So I'll cut out the inner lining. So I have to base the inner lining to the main fabric, and then cut out the lining, and then I'll be ready to sew. So everything's on track for that project. So those are my two makes, and here are the twirls from on the deck, and some pics of me wearing the outfits. Let me know and leave a comment below. And also, you know that Mood, I'm concerned because Mood caught on fire. I don't know if you have found out, but Mood Fabrics in New York City, they had a fire. So I'm hoping that they recover as well, because that's one of the other places I love to shop at when I visit New York. So anyway, I just want to let you know about that as well. So those are my 2 makes. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you're all gearing up for Thanksgiving. I still have to go shopping. I did buy a turkey, but I haven't bought all the stuff for like macaroni, cheese, and green beans and all of the other things that you make for Thanksgiving. And I think Carmen's probably going to want to make a pie again. So I have to go shopping today and tomorrow to pick up things for Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, and if not, have a great week. Well, have a great week either way, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not. Anyway, I hope you all do have a wonderful week, and please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. And I hope you all have a great time. Take care.